All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 963. It is 963 episodes. Oh my goodness, we are almost at that 1,000 mark, that 1K. I don't know what we'll call it at that point, but we're almost there. We're going to get this thing going. Today is Monday. It is the keywords. We see the summer a closing. We are getting into those fall vibes. But who's here to tell you all this but me, the guy, the weatherman? No, I'm not the weatherman. But you're not here for any of that. You're here for Brandi. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7. And by the way, my name is Andy. But tonight is going to be a good night. We're going to have a study session. It's going to be about keywords. It's going to be fun. Let me tell you about keywords. This is cool. So I don't know if you guys know this. There's other study preps out there, and people go into our system and they check us out and they're like, yeah, I'm not sure about you guys because you guys are too different. I don't know if I could study that way, because I need like 500 pages of information. I need to go through an entire book. So that way, when I read it, I can send messages and ask people, what's on the exam? And you guys just give us what's on the exam. I can't do that. I like all the information so that I can ask what's on the exam, so I can cut it down to what you guys have already in your study guide and all your stuff. But I like all that information. Guys, it baffles my brain. I'm like, so you like 1,000-page book, so that way you can go through it and basically ask what you don't have to read. Yeah. That's what people say. And they're like, you guys got a way to, do you have a book where it's just all the key stuff? Yeah, it's the study guide. Yeah, but I just like the key stuff. It's in the study guide. Well, then how do you use it? We're going to show you how to use it on the Studying Brew tonight on the keywords, how we look for those keywords. And why do you guys do that? I'll tell you why we do that. Because when you go take the exam, guess what's not on there? There is not going to be a question that directly asks you how options work. There is not going to be a direct question on what regulations that and who wrote, all of them, the years exactly, right? They're not going to go point to the 1933 Act. We wish it was that easy. There's none of that, right? There's none of that. It's scenarios. It's like you got to hear about Edgar walking into the office for the first time, and he left another firm and he's in Arkansas and now he's in California and he's got an office in Nevada, right? And you have to piece it all together. Let me tell you guys, keywords, because keywords don't change no matter how they ask the question. They can ask it so many different ways. They can ask you with a different name. It doesn't have to be Edgar, right? It could be Karina. It doesn't matter who, right? And they can ask what regulation, whatever. If you are keyword associating, they can mix it up, put it left, right, upside down, sideways, in a circle. It doesn't matter, because that word goes with that word, and the next one is the one that ties it all together, and there's the answer. And you ignore all the smoke and mirrors. You ignore all the traps and the pitfalls and all the stuff, the useless information in the question, all the confusing jargon inside the answers. That's why we show you guys how to read answers first, so you can look at the question with intent, and you can already cross off so many things before you even look at the question, because you're already keyed in. You already know. You're not trying to sift through 489 pages of an SIE-LEM, trying to put all the pieces together and all of your files and memory banks and going, okay, now where is that options folder? We simplified it. We took 300 and something files and threw them in the trash because they weren't necessary. We just gave it to you a nice, simple, compact, easy way to learn all this stuff and remember it. That's the other part. You got to remember it. You got to associate with it. You got to be able to put it together when it's all disassembled and confusing and put into all this different stuff. Guys, keywords. keywords. And then we give on top of all that techniques. So you can apply common sense. You can look for patterns in the answers. You can cross off nonsense. You can get yourself zeroed in onto a 50-50 shot, even if you don't even know what's going on the screen, to give yourself a chance, or to shorten up the time frame. Because you know why? The clock is always ticking on all these exams. The clock is always ticking. If you have a way to take the clock out of it by doing techniques, by being able to zero in, get yourself give yourself 9 seconds to answer a question, or 20 seconds, that clock is no longer a factor. The clock is no longer a factor. Guys, that's the advantage. That's the edge. And you throw in some content learning that we have already in our courses and videos and audios, that's it. And some people are like, well, Kaplan, they have this and that. Guys, I don't know what they do with their study material. They have like 11 units for the SIE, or 12, or I don't know how many now. There's only 4 areas of study, according to FINRA, the organization that actually tests you. How they get 11 units and why it's all mixed up, I have no clue. I have no clue. It doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't make it any better, especially if you don't get a pass notice. You can't go directly look up what area to go study because it's all chopped up. Well, I didn't do well in area 1. Well, now you need to go pull a quiz from unit 2, unit 7, unit 8, 9. I think there's something in unit 1. Guys, what a mess. If you get that fail notice from us, or I mean, not from us, but you get that fail notice and you're trying to go back and you're trying to work it, and you're like, okay, now I'm with Kona. Oh, it's easy. Oh, the area is right there. I just need to go look at that first area. Done deal. All together. Information. Got it. Keywords. Already done. Study guide. This is where I messed up. Perfect. Do you have a 5-minute video? Sure do. Do you have a 15-minute video? Sure do. Is it in your book? Yes, it is. Just click the link. 5-minute explanation. No need to go search through 5,000 units or functions or areas. Guys, that's the advantage of what we're trying to do here. That's why we do keywords. That's why we focus on Mondays on the KonaButterflyz. That's why Brandi does it even in more fuller and more detailed on the exam masteries on Mondays and Fridays. Because guys, you can't get enough of that. Because it's going to save you, because you're learning a system that helps you pass multiple exams. I got one of our OG students, Karina, on. She passed her SIE or 6 and her 63 back for the 26. I know this girl's going to have an easier time getting back into the material because she learned the system a long time ago. She learned the program. She learned how to study. She broke down this way that she needs to know how to study and get through the material from Brandi a long time ago. It's not going to be that hard. How do I know that? Because I have multiple RVPs that have come to us after they get their RVP promotion, go get their Series 26 a year or 2 after they've got their RVP promotion. And all they do is they just plug back in for a minute, get their 26 done, and they're back out. Why? Because they learned a system. They didn't learn a content dump. They didn't go to a weekend and have information dropped on their head and said, okay, here's the book, here's some quizzes, go take it. That's not a system. That's not a system. That's the most laziest thing I ever heard. Here's a book, go read it, take a quiz. That's like somebody who literally watches your kids by sitting on the couch and says, hey, stay where I can see you. I'm just saying, it's almost the same thing. No effort. I know there's a lot of people that make a lot of money doing these weekend things. Guys, we get approached all the time. You don't even know how many, like I should cash in on them because it's a lot of money we get offered to do weekend crash courses, to fly out to different states. And they're like, but why won't you work with our team and why won't you do one of these crash courses? Because they don't work. Because I will be taking money from your people for something that they want and they won't get it because it won't work. We've done it. That's how I know it won't work. You get 50 people in, 100 people in. We've had ones as many as that. Do you know how many people attempted that next week? 0, maybe 1, right? I think we had one person. That's not successful. Well, it's a review. It doesn't matter. It's a punishment, really. Guys, stretch it out. There's a reason why universities don't teach a course over a weekend, because it doesn't work. You're not going to go get your bachelor's over a weekend. It doesn't work. Adult certifications take longer than a weekend. It has to. So if you're looking for the easy pill as far as time to like, oh, I just want to do 2 days, 3 days and go take the test. We've had people pass within 5 days, 7 days, because they go through the content quick. They learn the process of learning how our techniques and testing, and they get through it and they do it, passed it. I can think of a few people. I remember Angel. He passed in like 60 days, all of them, SIE through 26. Took SIE in 7 days. That's it. He's like, I just plugged into what you said. It's a program. It's a system. Just learn the system. That's it. There's not a lot of people that can do that. Not enough for me to charge every weekend to do that, I don't feel. But I want you guys to have a system and a program. And if you want a system and a program that does that, we have that. We have a 21-day plan. You can go as fast as you want. You can go as slow as you want. Even though it says 21 days, you can knock it out in 7 days. No one told you could have to do it in like 21. You can do it as fast as you want. You can do it as slow as you want. It's something to lock into and be consistent with. We got the academy. We got all that stuff. We got it all going on. Look, all you got to do is scan the QR code. Hit the links. We're not charging you for content. We're charging you to show you a system. We're showing you we are charging you because we are accessible to you guys through the live sessions. We make ourselves accessible through our community, our Discord. We make ourselves accessible through text. You can text me and ask me, hey, I'm not feeling it. Boom, hit you with some positive mental attitude. We go over these free sessions. We even have a free session this Saturday that I'll get into. But guys, we have study guides. Like I said, stop punishing yourself through those long LEMs and those big books. You don't need to. All you're going to do is go through that whole book and put together your own book of what you already available in the study guide. For what? That's a waste of time. Most of the time, this is what happens. People go through that book. Most people only get about halfway through and they're like, man, this sucks. This is tiring. This is overwhelming. It's 489 pages for the SIE. I won't even tell you what the 65 is. You guys will be like, man, Brandi, hurry up and get that study guide done.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to say. Anyways, check us all out, guys. I just wanted to break it down. Sometimes people ask us, why do you do the keywords? I know there's a lot of people that are like, I don't know if I like Kona. I don't know if I want to do Kona. I don't know, understand what they do here. I just want to break it down real quick and see if get you guys onto another page, because we are ending 2024 quick. And I don't want you to start 2025 the same way you started it, the 2024. So get onto it, scan the QR code, hit the links, check it out. We got that available. All right, we got a schedule for tomorrow. At Kona Academy, I had like a thought. You ever had that? Oh, and you have thoughts all the time. But see, but your brain separates them and you can still go. It's like so weird. Mine, I have to stop and like, oh yeah. Sorry. Single tasker.
That's right.
Kona Academy, SIE tomorrow. It is techniques week. We are doing nothing but exam mastery all week long. Exam mastery all week long. Exam mastery all week long. If you're taking any of the exams, if you're taking any of them, I don't care any of them. I know it says SIE in there. I know it says 6 in there. I know whatever I put in the next few days, it's going to say a certain whatever. It doesn't matter really this week. It really doesn't matter. But I'm studying the 26. I already passed my SIE. Yeah, I know. Did you hear what I said? It doesn't matter. The system is a system. Technique week all week long for the members. Ask questions, ask Brandi questions. I know I have it labeled for SIE. Yeah, we're going to do SIE stuff that's centered around it. But if you're smart, you'll understand that the way to look at these questions and answers are universal. And the SIE, it applies to all exams, so it doesn't really matter.
That's very
So
true.
I would go to test taking week all week long. You're paying for it, cash in, get it, go for it. You're getting the access. It's already in your email box. Join us tomorrow. Small group tutoring as well for the SIE, the 6 and the 63. Registered people only, and we'll see you there. Quick reminders for this week. We have that Saturday. This is free. This is for anyone and everyone. This is 8 a.m. on Saturday. That's Pacific Standard Time. So check your local listings on that. But that's 8 a.m. It's open to anyone. Anyone? Anyone. It says test taking techniques workshop. This is not just securities related. This is any multiple choice exam. Anybody can be in there. Show up to that. It is the foundation. It will be super simple. It is like, we're going to go over some techniques on Technique Tuesday, right? We have the Mona. We talk about that. We talk about the opposites. We talk about the same but different. We talk about the double dips. If you want to know all that lingo, that Kona lingo, that test taking stuff, we're going to take it to the foundation where you can get that in an hour. And we use questions that it has nothing to do with securities just to demonstrate, so you can get those basics and foundations down. We do that at 8 a.m. on Saturday. It is not recorded, because if I have to get my butt up that early, nobody's going to sleep in and see it at that, later. No. The ones who want it will be there. It's live. Got to be there. And this is a no camera required event. It means I don't care if you don't have your camera on. In fact, I know that some of you are just getting up and you don't have your face on yet, so you don't need to worry about it. Just have the camera off. Do what you got to do. Take notes. Some of you are on your way to the office. Listen to it in your car on the way there. It's one of those things where you can do whatever you got to do in the background. We go through it in about a half hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
About a half hour to 45 minutes, depending, because we just stay on afterwards for random questions. So it'll be done before the hour, well before the hour.
Yeah.
So check it out. Join it. 8 a.m. I will have reminders going out. I'll have it on my Instagram tomorrow. So make sure I'll have the access. And it's simple. The Zoom access is this Zoom right here that we're on right now. So this Zoom will be the access for that workshop. All right. And then one more reminder. Thursday Studying Brew is canceled. So Thursday night, we will not be on here. Friday, we are not on anyway, but Thursday night, we will not have the Studying Brew, but you get us on Saturday. So no Thursday Studying Brew, because our son is playing a football game, and that's where we'll be. They have a rare Thursday night game. By the way, they won 39-0 on their first game. So they great. So we're going to see them on Thursday. So we will not be available on Thursday. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you're not following me on Instagram, I wish you would. I'll tell you what, when they let me know and they send me a picture, guess what, Brandi?
What's up?
I add another one to the Kona Hall of Fame, because we got a passer. Yes, we do. We got a passer. Congratulations to Megan McGraw. She passed her Series 6. That's right. She passed her Series 6. We are so honored and proud. We helped her pass the SIE. She's learned the program, right? And she is a member. And she didn't write too much. She didn't say too much, but it's to the point. And what she said, what helped her is, she said, I heavily studied the 21-day Series 6 course and the Q banks. Thank you guys. Brandi's trainings are amazing. On to the 63. All right. So congratulations on getting that Series 6 done. You are almost there, getting that Series 63. Boss lady, making boss lady moves, fully licensed into the, what do you want to say? Into the books. We're almost there. And so let's get this thing done. Congratulations. You look good with a pass notice. Can't wait to show the next one. That fully licensed. Yeah. Sticking to the system. Congratulations. Now let's talk about you, everybody. Let's do the keyword game. Tonight is Kona Catchphrase. It is the keyword game. I'm going to put answers. We're going to put answers and some questions. I'm going to do my best to read it out loud. You at home, either watching it on a replay or you're watching it right now live. By the way, replays are on Patreon, Discord, Facebook, Telegram, and YouTube. And by the way, if you're on YouTube, subscribe and hit the thing, what do they call it? Notification. And we thank you. All right. It's not just about securities. So listen, write it down, put it in your brain, even on the real exam. It is not about securities vocabulary. Stop looking for keywords in vocabulary. Start using all the keywords. I know I said keywords about learning the keywords. Keywords expands past just securities. It is your common sense. It is the stuff you use every day, the things that you know about. Well, that doesn't make sense. Well, this makes sense. All right. Yeah, that's the key word. That's key thing. That's point it out. Put it into the chat. Write it on your paper. Brandy's going to go through what she says are the key words, patterns, opposites, all that stuff. If you notice anything, say it in the chat. Then at the end, we'll see how you line up, see how you're getting this thing. Guys, start mastering this type of way of looking at questions. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. All right. D, marking the close. C, pump and dump. B, churning. A, marking the open. Right away, someone already got A and D are opposites, right? That's a great observation. Open, close. Easy enough. I don't know what all this means, Brandi. Pump and dump. What does pump and dump mean?
I don't know.
I pump it up and I dump it and get rid of it, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Churning, I turn it over. Right? That's all how I see it. See, these are not complicated. Don't complicate this stuff.
All right. Cool.
C does have an and. Efforts to push up the price of stock one owns by soliciting buy orders from customers so that the stock owned can be sold later at a higher price is violation commonly known as. What are the keywords in the question first? Don't say what the answer is. Say what the words. Wait, push up. Okay, violation, sure.
Perfect. That is
sold later. Sold at higher price, right?
So that would be.
What does that sound like? Someone said pump and up. That's right. Pump and dump.
Two things.
Two things. That's where that and comes in. You pumped up the price, you push up and pump up are the same thing, right?
Right.
And then to be sold later, you're dumping it. You're selling it off.
Right.
I bought it and then I sold it off. D, an additional public offering, APO. C, a subsequent public offering. B, a combination offering. A, an initial public offering. Keywords. B, I like to call the combio. It's the combio plate.
Oh, that's why it's different. Okay.
Yeah, it's different. Not an offering.
It is an offering.
Oh, I mean offering. I mean, sorry.
First.
I don't know. I see combination. I think it's got to be a taco and enchilada plate.
Probably two things.
Right? More than one. Exactly. A subsequent, an additional. Same thing. If you didn't know that, now you know. So if you have two that are exactly the same, it can't be them, right?
So two different people in the chat. One put additional after first, and then another one put subsequent coming after. See, same thing. Easy. Same thing.
A small company, in order to raise capital for expansion, wants to sell shares of stock to investors. The company has never offered ownership outside the founding partners to new investors before. This offering is known as. Don't complicate it. They have never offered it before. So this would be what? The first offer. The first. It's not a combination.
That's right. Not a combo.
Look at, you already had a 50 before you even saw, you had a 50-50 shot before you even saw the question.
Yep.
And you just had to look for taco and enchilada. You saw nothing like that, so you went with the A.
Exactly.
B, broker dealers. C, investment bankers. B, underwriters. A, third market dealers? I'm really happy to see Karina on here. Brings back old memories.
Right?
She used to meet with us in our little tiny office.
Mm-hmm. Let me just put B.
Investment bankers.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that sound like bankers?
Yeah, they're investment bankers. Get it? They're investment.
Got it. Which of the following firms would not normally be part of the initial public offering?
People, I'm gonna say.
Not is the key word, yes. By the way, in the real exam, you will not have that emboldened.
Right. It will not be bold. Nope.
You will have to look for that.
I thought this one.
Sally said bankers is different.
I thought this one was going to be easy.
Not part of the initial public offering. How can third be the first?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Third, first, boom, boom. That's why I thought that one was easy, because we already
Crystal got it too.
Because we established.
Tim got it.
Yeah, because we established first here, right?
Keyword. Keyword.
Mm.
Keyword was initial. How many had initial as their keyword?
And by the way, I have to say this from a person studying, I have never heard of a third market dealer.
What is a third market?
Well, I know what a third market is, but a third market dealer specifically, never heard of that. Exactly.
Yeah, third market dealer. Huh?
Like weird. What?
It's the used car salesman.
Right.
You're not a used car salesman? No, I'm the used.
No, I'm the double used.
Double used. D, the risk that when interest rates decline, it is difficult to invest proceeds from redemptions. C, the risk that a security with a call feature might be called before maturity. A risk generally caused by poor management and operating decisions. A, the risk that an issuer will be unable to meet interest and principal payments on debt obligations. Yes. All right. Now I know people are already like, they're look, keywords, man. Keywords. Business risk, B. Yep. Poor management, right? We've all been there.
Yeah.
Why is that guy managing? Doesn't seem to manage how to dress either.
Okay, that's good.
Calls, right?
Talks about a call feature. Invest proceeds. This means that I'm going to invest again.
Interest rates decline, right? Interest rates.
Invest again. And this does have something to do with interest rates. Okay.
I would say that has to do with inflation, but I don't know. The risk that insurer will be unable to meet interest and principal payments. What does that mean? What does that mean, guys? Sounds like a credit card payment.
Yeah, I'm just gonna circle some things, right? Because remember, we're not doing content,
right?
But poor management. Sorry, poor management links to business. Invest proceeds, invest again. Call feature, whatever that is, and then unable to meet obligations.
It's like defaulting. Sounds like a default. Just me. I don't know. Which of the following statements best describes financial risk? What describes financial risk? What's financial? Unable to.
Right? Because look. It's not a business. Financial risk doesn't have anything to do with poor management. Financial risk.
Do you have to have a business to have financial risk?
No. Financial doesn't sound like calls. I don't even know what call is. I mean, I do. And it doesn't sound like investing again. Or interest rates.
Yeah.
See?
How do you all define financial risk in your own household when you can't make your debts, right?
Right.
We are at financial risk right now, right?
Right. Yep. Financial risk, possible debt. Boom.
D, ex-dividend date. C, record date. B, dividend disbursement date. A, declaration date. I do declare. Dividend disbursement date. The day they give you their dividend. I keep it high school light. The date I have on record. X dividend date. The day you have your X.
Right? Like X is dividend, like no dividend.
It's
X
another way of saying it's not your dividend.
X it out. Right? It's the only thing I can think of. B and D both say dividend. You're right. Record date. How did you say
The
it?
date on record.
Date on record.
Recorded a date for whatever reason. A company's board of directors, the BOD, approves a dividend payment. When this occurs, it is recognized as they approve a dividend payment.
Okay, approves the date. There's no approval. It's not on there.
Approves.
I do declare.
Yes, it's declaration.
I do declare.
I do declare. Do declare we will have a dividend payment.
There's been it's a thing. All right.
D, must be registered as a principal. C, must be registered as a representative. B, are exempt from the firm element of the firm's continuing education requirement. A, need not be registered. Brandi's in the middle of her CEs right now.
My goodness.
For her 65.
Don't wait too long.
And he's like, just give me the question. Stop giving me these videos.
Dude. I'll talk about it off camera.
We'll talk about it after.
Right. And then not.
Yeah.
Not. Okay, let's go here. Oh, wait. What is C and D say? Yes, they say must, but like what? What is must, but what? Must what?
Must be registered.
As what?
As whatever they are. Representative or principal.
That's what I wanted you to say. Representative and principal. Right? Go.
Those persons employed by a financial industry regulatory authority, FINRA, registered broker-dealer to do nothing other than provide a training for its associated persons. Those persons employed by FINRA, registered broker-dealer, to do nothing other than provide training for its associated persons.
Provide training. Ooh.
What kind of training?
Don't read too much. Stop.
That's too much.
Overthinking.
Bartender.
Too deep. Right. So if you give training, who trains?
The trainer.
Okay, that's not on here.
I can't answer all this.
Who trains?
Come on.
Not reps.
No.
Reps don't train.
Reps don't train. They're repping.
That's right.
Principals are principaling.
Think schools. Who's in charge?
Repping, principal, the rep or the principal, student or the principal? Who's in charge? Who's teaching? Who's teaching?
The janitor. Stop it.
The principal. Yes, Crystal. Thank you for playing.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Right. If you put it into a school type thing, right?
Yeah.
Principal.
Principals
are usually ex-teachers.
Principals are training teachers, guys.
Yes.
Ooh, cut off.
There you go. What happened?
Look, when I sit like normal, I'm off camera.
Oh, sorry.
Something.
All right. Anyways, random thought. All right, everybody. Thank you for playing the keywords. Apply it to your quizzes. Remember, this is a system. This is a skill set. You add it to your arsenal. Guys, you want to add this to your arsenal. It'll help you get through the Q banks. It'll help you get through the exam. It'll help you realize what you need to know and what you don't need to know. And also, it's great training to keep your brain engaged with the information that's already there.
Yes.
Just like the last question. Principles.
Principles.
Don't overcomplicate it.
Oh.
Don't be asking silly questions like train what? No, too much. Look at what's just on the screen. Principal, representative. Come on. That's it. It's easy. Don't make it hard. Don't make it difficult. just go for it. Add these stuff. Keep it simple, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow for the member sessions. We're going to do test taking techniques tomorrow. It's going to be a fun one. Test taking techniques Tuesday. But none of that can happen if you don't stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. It keeps a positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. And congratulations to Megan one more time on passing that Series 6.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super, super appreciate you guys practice the Kona catchphrase in your quizzes. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.